Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Big Q.
Your girl Vernie Bigg.
Team Boy TV game time for the NFL Week 8.
Already.
We're at the halfway area, right? And then me and the boys, we're gonna wrap up the halfway point tomorrow night on Team Boy TV Live. Man, you know, we wait 7 months for the football season, and I know for me it's been a little bit difficult because I waited all that time for the season to start. Season started, not been fun, and now we're halfway through it. You know what I mean? Halfway through it. Man, this is crazy. So I mean, like now, you know, we can really start to talk about who may. I mean, it's still gonna be some surprises, no doubt. But we can start seeing that who we gonna put in the playoffs, right? You know, pretty much. I mean, with only 8 weeks left in the regular season, a lot of teams got to step up now, including my Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
You know,
this is it for them right here.
It's on and popping at this point. So before we get into all of that, though, I want to say good morning to all the good folks over at the YouTube and the people who are checking us out on the Facebook Live. We definitely appreciate the support. I want to apologize for the sound issues that we had last week, but it's all great. I think I got them fixed now. If everything is good, you people over here on YouTube, let me know. Make sure you guys can hear us nice and clear. Seahawks Brazina was in the building. Go Hawks. Man, the West Coasters, man. Look, I don't know how they get up so early. Much love for that. It's amazing. I definitely appreciate that.
Because I would be asleep. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Okay, so listen, how embarrassing was my pick?
You actually did very good.
Oh, look at this. Okay, look at that.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, you won the come up. Last week you were 9-4.
Look at that's my best record, best week ever.
Yes, you got up 2 games on me. I was 7-6. So we are now sitting at 42-47 for you, and I'm 49-40.
Oh, so, look at I'm talking about that late push, just like my Carolina Panthers gonna have a late push, and we gonna come back and win this thing. You know what I mean?
Poor delusional man.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Listen, last week's picks, even though some things did surprise me last week, but for the most part, I think I had a nice handle on what was going on. Right. But man, and this week I think it looks pretty straightforward this week too.
Yeah,
it looked pretty straightforward.
That's the problem.
It looks straightforward, right? You know what I mean? But that's great though, because I know last week Glass did horrible in the picks, and I definitely enjoyed every second of that.
Oh my goodness, I'm like at number 22.
Wow, I mean, I'm down there somewhere too. So
this year, I don't know. My picks suck.
It's just like if you make bad picks and you get into like week 4, week 5, you're done.
It's done.
You over.
It's done. And Africa was so tight with their picks that there's no room for wiggle.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Listen, trade deadline is approaching on Tuesday, right?
Is it November 1st?
It's November 1st, Monday.
But no, November 1st is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So trade deadline is approaching, and everybody got their eyes checking out certain things. A couple people out there on the trading block. I don't know, man. I just remember, was it last year this time, or was it the year before last, where Vernie Davis left the San Francisco 49ers and went to the Denver Broncos in the middle of the season, and everybody was like, "Oh, what's going on?" You know what I mean? He did. So his decision was good. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You guys, the Giants, y'all looking to try to grab somebody?
I would love for us to grab a running back. I mean, I don't know any running back that's out there for really on the trading block.
I don't either.
We need a running back.
The running back position is pretty thin across the NFL. It's pretty thin.
It's becoming a real thin position.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, with so many, I think we got into week 3 and we had 7 running backs injured by week 3. So I mean, good luck with that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So. And of course, Carolina just maybe need to do something in the secondary. But then again, knowing the stubborn GM that they got in Carolina, I can't see him reaching for nobody. You know what I mean? So, and maybe he probably could try to find some kind of offensive line player, some kind of guard or tackle. Maybe we need something like that too. But Carolina need a lot of stuff. So I don't think the trade deadline gonna be able to help them out at all. You know what I mean? But let's see if we can get and give out some grades and reshuffle our outlook on the NFL, right?
Okay.
All right, which division you want to visit first?
Let's do my division. Let's do
the NFC. Wow, that's the hardest one. You want to do that one first?
Yeah, let's get it out of the way.
Oh man, that one is. Listen, I know everybody on the Cowboys fluff train right now, and I think it's for good reason, right? I think it's good to believe in that team because they're doing well.
Right.
Today gonna show really what they're about though. and the Giants doing typical Giant stuff. They stay in the fight, but they ain't really kind of opposing nobody with like a huge threat. But they still there in the background, like, hey, we still here. Washington, in my opinion, I think they just all show. I don't believe in them.
Really?
I think they just they just all show. So in the beginning I had New York. Me and the fellas had New York coming out of this division. Now it's kind of hard to tell because I didn't realize the division was going to be so much better than what it is.
Yeah, because that division was terrible.
Right.
In the past few years, and this year it's really good.
I mean,
the way it stands to me, honestly, it's Dallas coming out of that division.
I can't believe in Dallas like that. I can't do it.
I can't do it. Better though. Think about all the people they're gonna have coming back.
Yeah.
Dez is back today. I mean,
I think Philadelphia's gonna have something to say about that. They're gonna prove that today.
I don't know. That Philly defense is not as good as everyone trying to crack it up to be. I've seen a lot of chinks in the armor.
I think it's better than Dallas's defense.
So I will agree with you on
right,
that.
okay.
I will agree with you on that. But from the way things are playing out right now, I'm gonna say Dallas, unfortunately.
All right, I'm gonna say Dallas to come in a close second. I'm gonna roll with Philly.
Okay.
Right, and actually, again, I wouldn't be surprised if New York kicked it into third gear come like week.
That's always my lingering.
Right, because I mean, because they got the potential to do that and upset some folk.
Before,
right, so don't rule them out. Washington though, no. I mean, no, I can't give it that. No. All right, so you chose NFC. Let's go AFC. Let's go to the Super Bowl winning division, which I think is another hard division because I didn't realize the AFC West was going to be as good as it is, right? I mean, honestly, I still think I'm going to roll with Oakland to win it.
Really?
I am. Listen, Denver already done lost to the Chargers once. They play the Chargers again today. I think they're going to lose today too, but they in Denver. But we'll see. We'll talk about that in a minute. You got KC. I guess KC is the one that you would put on the back burner, right? I think it'll be Oakland, Denver, and San Diego. Oakland, Denver, San Diego. I got Oakland winning. Look, the defense is trash. The defense is trash.
I'm shocked.
I'm just saying.
Because I got Oakland too.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think Oakland is coming out of that division for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing well. They're playing well.
Pretty good football. They got to tighten up on that defense. It's too loose and it allows way too many points.
It does. But you know what? I think they got that whole, Drew Brees, Sean Payton mentality. We're just going to score a whole bunch of points, right? And then, I don't know if I could be the coach of that team where, we got to go tooth and nail to the end of the game, putting up 41 points every week, just to see who's going to survive at the end. I mean, I don't know if I can play that style of football. I don't know if I can do that.
For me, no, I couldn't make that.
But it's always fun to watch. But and there's a lot of drama at the end of the game. But you ain't gonna win no championships like that. You know what I mean? You may win your division. But
it's fun to watch.
Oh, definitely. I definitely have a lot of fun. All right. So who's your next NFC team?
Let's do NFC West then.
Okay, NFC West. Now this
Seattle,
one's a little weird. You know what I mean? Seattle is actually now the front runner, I think.
Yeah.
When it was the Rams that jumped out early, right?
They beat everybody in the division,
right?
Which is crazy to me.
Right.
But I think Seattle is coming out of that division. What does kind of unnerve me is that Russell Wilson is hurt.
Yeah, and he's not been playing 100% since week 2.
Yeah, he has a torn pectoral muscle.
Along with the ankle deal that they've been dealing with.
Ankle deal.
And he got a baby on the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
He got stuff on his mind.
Right.
But I don't know. We know it's not the Rams.
Yeah, definitely not the Rams.
It's not the Rams.
Definitely not the Rams, no. Definitely not the 49ers. As much as I want to see, and it's weird, I want to see Colin Kaepernick succeed, not so much as Chip Kelly. I just wanted to see Kaepernick do well so that way he'll have a nice resume at the end of the season so he can go somewhere else, right? Yeah. And he'll end up going to a division rival. He's going to end up going to Los Angeles maybe. But then again, they just spent a lot on that number 1 draft pick. So I don't know. I like Seattle too. I don't even know who would be a close second, man. It got to be Arizona, right?
But I don't see Arizona as good as they were last year. I think they have the potential, but that quarterback situation. I know Carson Palmer is supposed to be,
he's on and off, man. He's on and off.
I can't trust him.
Brazino said he was at the Hawks game at the link last week.
Oh,
okay. That's pretty dope, right?
Tide game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, like first, a lot of people lot of people had a lot of good things to say about that game, and a lot of people had a lot of bad things to say about the game because of the way it ended. But I don't know, like I told the boys on live, it was a good defense. You don't see that often, and it was great. I thought it was a good game.
I hate that it ended in a tie. I feel like you should play till the end.
Right. You know, but you know what? The Seahawks grinded it out, and I mean, honestly, I was surprised that Arizona hung in there with Seattle like that. I was actually surprised about that.
That was good though.
It was a good game. It was a good game. So let's see, AFC. I'm on the AFC, right? So let's do JB's division. Let's go up north because we got some change up there, right? AFC North saw Ben Roethlisberger get injured. They're going to be out for the next couple weeks, and I think the AFC teams are taking full advantage of it.
On a side note, what do you think of Roethlisberger asking for Tom Brady's jersey?
You know what? Those two guys are legends in the game. You know, now I know the young dudes, that's what they do and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I mean, honestly, with Roethlisberger and Brady, they never know when it's going to be their last snap. They never know. So I mean, they've been playing against each other for a long time. You know, I'm cool with now. You know, when I see some of the younger dudes do it, you know, I'm not a fan of it, but you know, I'm cool with this one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm cool with this.
I was okay with it too. I just felt like it was more a sign of respect.
Absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
Than what he's accomplishing.
I mean, it's just like Brady and Manning, man. Like they had a rivalry for so long, and you know, and now really Ben and Tom are really like the last old school dudes in the league. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was all right. Cool. You know. Okay. So the North, right? AFC North. Okay, so Ben is.
No Cleveland is out.
No Cleveland is out, but Cleveland gonna win today. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But so Cleveland ain't winning now because they ain't even won a game yet, right?
Right.
Cincinnati is really being super inconsistent at the moment. Baltimore is too, to be honest. You know, I don't even know if I can trust Baltimore right now. I'm being serious.
I don't know if I can trust Baltimore either. But the thing that's crazy is that like. Pittsburgh they don't have Antonio Brown, right?
Nope, no Antonio Brown.
They don't have Roethlisberger.
Nope.
I don't know how good they are without them.
Right, and Le'Veon Bell is in and out of the lineup. I mean, he can't really stay healthy. I mean, I don't know. It's like whatever you can think back and happen is happening in Pittsburgh right now. Like the worst fears are going down, which leaves the door wide open for Cincinnati.
But they can't get this stuff.
Right, you know. So I think Cincinnati should take advantage of these next couple of weeks while Ben is out and while everybody else is scrambling to get themselves back together. I mean, because honestly, you know, Baltimore just lost their identity after like the third week. They were undefeated, went 3 in a row, and ain't seen a win since.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what's happening in Baltimore. I was actually really excited for them in the beginning of the season. To me, I thought they were a shoo-in to just run away with this division the way they were playing.
Right.
And now I have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, so what you got in the NFC?
Okay, let's go NFC South.
Oh, goodness gracious. Right now, it looked like, you know, Atlanta is in the driver's seat, even though, you know, they done lost 2 games in a row, right? And, you know, and everybody, you know, kind of trying to pin a mid-season collapse on them, me included. You know what I mean? And Tampa Bay is next, and then you got New Orleans, and then you got Carolina. So Carolina, you know, they ain't won but 1 game so far. At least, you know, the Saints don't won, you know, another one, you know, more than Carolina. I don't think Tampa got enough to fight through the rest of the season to win the division. I think, you know, if something doesn't happen with the other 2 teams, meaning Carolina and New Orleans, then it's going to automatically. I think the best winning percentage would have to go to Atlanta.
Right, and
I'm
there with you. I think it's Atlanta, and honestly, it's Atlanta by default.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because Carolina didn't step up because of where Tampa and New Orleans is at currently.
Yeah.
I'd give it to Atlanta.
Yeah.
However, I will say this much. I think if anybody has the potential to come out besides Atlanta, it's going to be New Orleans, and only for sake of their schedule.
Right.
Where they're at this particular point. Their schedule is starting to tend towards the lighter side.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I would give New Orleans up there. Because Atlanta, as we've seen, is starting to go back to their old ways.
They are. So, you know. And Tampa is in there, and they grinding, and they got a couple division wins.
You can't trust Tampa.
You can't.
Young.
I mean, they got a couple division wins. Carolina done dropped every single division game they done played so far. So they got a big hole to dig out of. Now, I will say this as a Carolina Panthers fan, I have seen them come out of something like this before. You know, when they went on that incredible run where they won 10 straight games and ended up winning the division and going to the playoffs. Cam's first playoff game that he actually won. It was a beautiful thing. Now, I ain't saying that's going to happen this year, but I'm just saying that the possibility is there. People are ready to write Carolina off.
Well, you can't write anybody off this time.
Right. We still got at least 4 more weeks to go, right, before we can get into that conversation. So, right now, it hurts me to say it. But right now, you would be crazy not to say that Atlanta going to win it. And that bothers me because that division crown been sitting in Carolina for 3 years, right? So I don't know. It's a rough one for me. So we go back to the AFC. We'll go out west. Right? I mean, go out east. Talk about your boy Tom Brady a little bit. Listen, man, everybody was thinking that the Patriots were going to start, 0-4. They end up starting 3-1. Been winning ever since, man. Tom Brady's still looking as sharp as ever.
At 39.
Yeah, 39. I mean, the dude is ageless. You know what I mean?
All the time right now.
Yeah. So, Rex Ryan and the Buffalo Bills stole one while Brady was out over Jacoby Brissett. They play today again, right?
They're not going to steal this one.
No, you don't think so?
No. Sean McCoy is out.
Yeah.
The best they can do is just make sure the score doesn't run up on them ridiculously.
Yeah, I think so too. But
you got no answer for Martellus Bennett and Gronk on the field. They can forget that.
And in the Poe Jets, man, like
that quarterback controversy thing was hilarious to me. I just thought that was the best exchange back and forth between the quarterback and his coach.
Yeah,
it
was good.
That whole band. That was fantastic. I loved it.
Oh man, the Jets are in a bad state right now, man. It's crazy.
Are going down the bowl flames.
And the sad part about it, man, they're gonna pin this on Todd Bowles.
They are.
And I mean, I don't know. I think the decision to bring Fitzpatrick back in, I understand. They were in a bad spot. You had, Hackenberg and Geno Smith, and Geno Smith proved to be just
garbage.
Oh goodness gracious!
Garbage.
I mean, a waste of an NFL draft pick.
Absolutely.
Somebody else should have been in the NFL in his place.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Waste.
Oh my God, the dude's terrible, man. All right, you don't got bench. You still on the bench from getting hit in the jaw last year. You ain't still ain't earned your job back.
Listen, you got hit in the jaw, not playing football.
Not playing football, right?
Talking junk.
I know.
Not paying dudes their money.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But he finally gets a shot to get back inserted into the lineup because Fitzpatrick is acting a fool.
And you stink.
And not only that, I thought he played okay until he got hurt. I thought he played okay until he got hurt. He threw picks. I mean, it's Geno Smith. You know what I'm saying? But, but I mean, other than in Miami, I mean, look, they had a couple bursts. They were doing okay. You know what I mean? They had some big wins under their belt, which I think they should not have beat the Steelers. I mean, a lot of the stuff going on with the Dolphins that they surprised me. But I still don't believe in no Ryan Tannehill. Now I do like Jay Ajayi. I like that little running back they got. Remind me of Ricky Williams. Dude is awesome. I like him. But, as long as you got, Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback.
As long as you got number 12, it belongs to.
Yeah, you guys, it belongs to the New England Patriots, right? All right, cool. So where we going next?
I'm going to do, last is NFC North. And the reason why I picked them last is because I heard about the whole shakeup in Chicago. So they're saying, ownership is saying that the team needs a new shakeup from top to bottom. Coaches and
Fox just got there.
Not been able to get on the
So how can John Fox hold a job in Charlotte for 10 or 12 years, go to Denver for for 3 or 4 years maybe?
Something like that.
And
he was the Tim Tebow era. So he was there for a while.
He was there for 3 or 4 years. But he ain't been able to hold a steady job since Carolina, man.
Well, the thing is with John Fox is that he's good, but he hasn't taken a team to a win.
Right.
In the Super Bowl. That's really his biggest thing.
Well, he's been to the Super Bowl twice and lost 2 times.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So, the only thing that I feel bad for him is he's never been in a situation to fully develop a quarterback and to really have a defense that matches the offense. Right. Chicago is a disaster. I don't care if you had Jimmy Jones coaching that team.
Yeah,
they suck.
I saw a quote that said John Fox said he was done with Jay Cutler, though. He was finished. He was
Jay Cutler is coming back to play today.
I know. That's what I heard. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But
I think right now, honestly, coming out of that division is Minnesota with a real strong tie for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. So the Detroit Lions had a little bit of a slow start, but they are playing. They playing some hard-nosed football right now. Anquan Bolden has been a boost to that team.
He really has.
Oh, he has just been showing up so clutch, And
he does not get enough praise.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Now, I've been talking about Anquan Bolden for the last couple of weeks on the show. But yeah, you're right, though. People don't really mention him that much. But, man, he is
balling up up there.
I think he gives Matt Stafford extra confidence, right?
Yep.
Because now he got like a little bit of a safety blanket or whatever. I think Minnesota got to be careful of Detroit, man.
Yeah, they get a few slip-ups, and I think Detroit is right there. I'm not worrying about the Packers this year.
No.
But I think it's gonna be Minnesota with a strong finish for.
Right, as long as the young, whether because I know Minnesota suffered that loss, and I don't know how that's gonna play on them. You know what I mean? I mean, Zimmer is a strong-willed coach, and I know he'll get them through that or whatever.
Your coach calls you out for being soft.
Yeah.
Send a message without even he can come to practice. He ain't got to say nothing because he just called you soft in front of all of America.
Yeah,
they're gonna handle that. Yeah,
I think they'll be okay. Minnesota's. I mean, I love what Zimmer done did with this team. I mean, they took on a whole different identity. They look different. They act different. They got a different kind of swag.
Without AP.
Without AP, right? So I mean, imagine. What it's going to be like if he ever gets back into the lineup. So, and that's a big if because it's a lot of things going on with that too.
But see, this is the thing because to me, AP with Bradford, no.
Bradford?
Is it Bradford? Mm-hmm.
Bradford? Yeah.
AP with Bradford is a real good dynamic.
Yeah.
Because Bradford can throw the ball better than
Bridgewater.
Right. So now you're not going to necessarily stack the box because you got to worry about the throw.
Yeah.
So that dynamic is really. If AP gets back before the season is over, I don't know. How long?
Well, it was supposed to be 6 to 8, so I don't know if he's gonna make it back or not. We'll see.
If he makes it back in time, especially around playoff time, fresh legs. I see them doing some real damage in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too. I gotta agree with that one. Yeah, Detroit, man. I'm glad you brought Detroit up because they just don't talk about it. It was going to be either Minnesota or Green Bay because Green Bay got Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, right? I don't heard it all before. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
So what that brings me to my last AFC team, which is the AFC South, man. Wow, you know what I'm saying? So the South teams, the AFC South and the NFC South.
Indianapolis, Houston.
In Tennessee, man. I mean, come on, man. And Tennessee had the most promise going into the season. I'm sitting there like, yeah, Tennessee going to run away with this division with DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Marcus Mariota. Who else they got in there? They got Andre Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Wright. They squad is stacked, but they cannot win no football games, man.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Jacksonville Thursday.
It's Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's Jacksonville, man. I don't know, man. I just, by all rights, I think is Indianapolis leading the division right now?
I don't know who's leading.
I think it's either Indy or Houston. I know Houston did have a couple games up on Indy a couple weeks ago, but that's the last time I checked the standings. But I think they said Indy was up right now. But that's a crying shame.
Yeah.
If they even be talking about Indianapolis and Houston.
With that division, honestly, it's week 8, and I don't know who's coming out of that division, which is crazy.
Right.
Houston looks like, I know, honestly, Denver fans are like, thank you.
Yeah. Oh man, I saw the people in Denver with the signs up saying 72 million with the little cry emojis or whatever. You know what I mean? And then somebody put an APB out talking about they need to arrest this man for stealing $72 million from the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is the thing with that though. Okay, so you paid him $72 million. That to me is top tier quarterback money.
It is. I mean, that's...
So you're expecting him to play as such.
Yeah.
But he never was a top tier
quarterback. So because the Texans are idiots. Dude had 7 starts right under his belt. They pulled him right before the playoffs, so you didn't really see what he could be like in crunch time. Right. They brought Peyton Manning back in for the playoffs or whatever. Dude had 7 total starts on his resume, and they thought he was worth $72 million.
I mean, did you not take into account the defense he had behind him?
I don't know. I don't know who them executives was who thought that was a good idea.
He was a $72 million man.
And that's why he left.
It wasn't about the money.
Yeah.
I just saw a better future.
No, that's why he left.
Boo hits.
That's why he left.
They sat you behind for the old man, and you were tight about it, and you saw that dollar sign, and you was like, I'm out.
If they had came to him with the same type of deal that Denver was cooking up for him, he wouldn't have left Denver. He left for the money.
Exactly.
Ain't no way in the world you're going to say a team that just won the Super Bowl, but you see a better future in Houston.
Right.
Are you serious? Get out of here, dude. Kick rocks. Let me know you chasing the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you think you're fooling, cuz? You ain't fooling nobody. You know what I mean? But so, I mean, as of right now, I think we did see a lot of movement, through the halfway point of the season. I think, a little bit of movement, especially, the AFC West,
You know what? On a strange move, I'm going to pick Tennessee to come out that division. I think they're up and coming. I see them with the most potential going forward.
I do too, man. But, Houston, for whatever reason, though, like,
I just can't.
They stick around, and, they end up.
Is horrible.
They are, man.
Texans are horrible. Yeah. Jacksonville's horrible.
Well, Jacksonville's the worst, right? So I just know one thing. I know Tennessee better not let Houston win this division. I would be sick to my stomach if Tennessee allows Houston to win this division because they don't deserve it. And they've been winning it for the last couple of years.
Right,
right, you know what I mean? So Tennessee need what they call it, tighten up. Is that what it is? Yeah. they need to tighten up. Do not let Houston win this division, man. Okay, it's time to pick them games, man.
Right, let's do it.
So let's see. Here we go.
Sounds like we're gonna be quite an opposite today from just that brief conversations we were having.
Word. Okay. Look, we got 6 teams on the bye this week.
Why so many? Who is on? I know Giants are on the bye.
My PowerPoint wants to start. There we go. Yeah, 6 teams on the bye. Look like Baltimore, New York, LA, Pittsburgh, San Francisco.
All those teams need to rest.
So definitely.
Every last one.
Yeah, definitely. So it looked like they took this one odd team in there. So they got 2 teams out of the AFC North, 2 teams out of the NFC West, and then one out of the So the Dolphins and the Giants are, I don't know. It's weird. It looked like they matched up except for those 2 teams. I don't know. Whatever. So a lot of teams. So that's 3 less games that we're gonna be able to see today.
3 less games.
So
thank goodness for the red zone.
I know, right? This game is going on currently.
Do we know the score?
I don't know the score.
Okay, well, let's make our picks before we do the
score. So look, by default, I'm going with Cincinnati because again, we just had a conversation about Washington, and I don't know, man.
I have the Bengals as well.
Yeah, like I said, I think the Washington is a show off team. They just always show, in my opinion, and and they do some cool things every once in a while, but. And then Cincinnati is a little bit, they're a little wavy right now. I don't know what's really going on with them. They're a little shaky, but I think they can win this game easy. I don't know what the score is right now, but I think they can win this game.
Okay, we'll see right now. 10-7 Washington.
Yeah. So, and what quarter is it?
This is
should be like third now?
Time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so 3 points. I think they can come back and win this game. Yeah. Okay, so the Chiefs roll up into the house that Peyton built. I think they destroyed the Indianapolis Colts.
I don't know. No Jamal Charles today.
Yeah, but he ain't really. But he been off and on all season. They still got your Kendrick West and another dude emerged as running back with them. Forget what his name was. So I don't know. I think
I'm picking Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas City. Definitely going Kansas City. All right, cool beans. Okay, here's the big one, right? A lot of people ain't giving Carolina a chance in this game. They fresh off the bye. They dealing with a lot right now. I think Carolina is in desperation mode right now. If they lost this game, I will not say they lose the game on the strength of them playing bad. They maybe did just get outmatched. Ain't no way after everything that happened so far this season and they go on that bye that they come back home and lose this game. I'm going with my Carolina Panthers, but I'm just saying that here's the thing. We had a crucial point. Carolina lose this game, it's going to get real, real rough for them. I mean, like, it's almost impossible, to kind of make some moves after this week. So it is a big game. It's the NFC Championship rematch.
Yeah, this is a big game, and the thing about it is that the Cardinals came the last time, and they didn't just lose; they got embarrassed.
They did.
They played the sloppiest game of football I had ever seen.
It's pretty bad. 5 interceptions.
This is going to be my last time going with Carolina because they are in desperation mode.
Yes, they are.
This is like I'm in a corner. I have got to win. I'm in front of the home crowd. You got this team traveling from the West. This is a perfect storm for Carolina to win.
They need to take advantage of this one.
I gotta go Carolina this last time.
I mean, they done flexed the game out and everything. It was supposed to be the prime time game, but but that falls more into Carolina's favor because that makes it earlier for Arizona versus it being a prime time game like it was supposed to be. So look, again, if Carolina dropped this one. Then I can start accepting what people have been saying. Because right now I've been saying, okay, well, this is just, I don't know what's going on. Super Bowl hangover, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's weird to see this team play as bad as they've been playing. Right. But this is the turning point right here. So, got Carolina, y'all got to do it. Your season is on the line. Okay, this one here should prove to be a very entertaining contest.
It should.
I'm
going Oakland.
I'm going Oakland too, but I think Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to put up a fight, though.
I think so, too.
I think they're going to put up a fight. And what's scary...
That running back
is...
That little dude is...
I mean, when you are averaging over 100 yards per game. Like normally, you know, running backs just try to get 100 per game.
Right.
This dude been getting 140. You know what I'm saying? 100. You know, I think he was over 200 one time. I think he was over 200 against the Carolina Panthers. I think. So they got that going for them. Plus, they can play a little bit of defense. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is going to be good. So we're going to see how Oakland going to respond. I mean, because it's going to be kind of hard to outscore the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they're going to slow your offense down. But I still think Oakland, the road team, can go in there and get a win. But this one's going to be good, though. I guarantee it. It's going to be really good.
I'm picking Oakland as well.
All right. So we got the Seahawks traveling to the Georgia Dome. And by all intents and purposes, I'm just rolling with the Seahawks today. Because, you know what? I want to see the Saints continue to get beat down. You know, and I don't know. It's just the Saints. I think the Saints can go toe-to-toe offensively with Seattle. It's just, man, with them not being able to play no defense and Seattle just kind of just killing it in defense, it's hard for me to see any scenario where New Orleans can come out of this one with a victory. I can't really see it.
I am going with the Saints.
Really?
I am. And the reason why I'm going with the Saints is because the Seahawks are struggling offensively. They're not putting up enough points.
Right.
And the Saints are going to put up points.
I mean, yeah, you know, we couldn't even get a touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals.
At home is serious.
I mean, look, that Seattle, look, I know they're having some issues on offense, right? I know, you know, Wilson is doing what he's doing, and, you know, but look, the Baldwin and them boys, they ready to do it. They just waiting on Russ to get it together. You know what I mean? He got a lot on his plate right now, but we saw the Seattle Seahawks go 5 quarters with the Arizona Cardinals, who can put up points.
No, that quarterback? Are you kidding me?
They can put up points. Arizona Cardinals can score. Okay, they can score. You know what? I can't do that one. I think this is a perfect, you know, matchup where you got all defense here and all offense there, and we're gonna see what happens when they clash. I think defense wins every single time.
I don't know how good that defense is today. They're missing a few people.
They're missing a few people, you know, but it's still the Seattle Seahawks defense.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman.
They have no identity without Marshall Faulk. Him retired their swag.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch?
Marshawn Lynch, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It did take a little swag away from him. It really did. You know, and a lot of people don't really think of it that way, but it really did hurt them a little bit.
Yeah,
you know, he was kind of the face. He was the you know, when you think Seahawks, you think bust people in the mouth. Marshawn Lynch, you know what I mean?
So it stifles their offense.
It kind of does.
Because they don't have that running game that they could rely on for third and short.
Yeah,
you knew it was him. You knew it was going to him. How many times did they go for 4th and 1 because they had, you know,
I think Rawls is capable. You know, he's no Marshawn Lynch. You know, but he's certainly been holding his own. You know, I don't know. I still think at the end of the day, I'm always going to roll with defense, and I'm going with Seattle. So we're going to see what happens in this game because we're going opposite, and I want to see what's going to happen. I can't believe you're picking the Saints in this house. Anyway, we just talked about the Detroit Lions. They're going to Houston to face the Houston Texans, are 4-3. So both teams are 4-3. Turning point for both teams. Detroit is on the road. Now, I know they've been playing very well in Detroit, Ford Field. We got them on the road this week against the Houston Texans, whose defense is still pretty stout, even without J.J. Watt. You know what I mean? They doing okay. You know what I'm saying? They doing all right. I'm going with Detroit, too. You know, and I see here again, I'm getting excited about a team, and then as soon as I get on the bandwagon, they start falling off. It's crazy. But, you know, I've been owning off with Detroit all season. You know, I told the boys, I was like, you know what, I'm done with Detroit. Now I'm back. I mean, I like watching them play. I like Detroit in this game, too, against the Houston Texans. We got a short week this week because, of course, we're missing 3 games. So we ain't got a whole lot of games. You know what I'm saying? But here's the one. You got New England Patriots on the road going up against Rex Ryan's Buffalo Bills. A lot of folks are kind of predicting the upset here, but you know, again, you got Tyrod Taylor, who's known to make a little bit of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he can throw some interceptions. It's just that, you know, the Patriots play so, you know, mistake-free football, man. It sickens me, man.
Exactly.
But,
I mean, they may make a mistake, but they're not going to make continuous mistakes. Their coach doesn't have any of that.
Right.
And Buffalo without a running game, you relying on Tyrod. I just can't.
Yeah, I'm going with New England on this one too. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the road team on this one. Oh man, Buffalo. I want you. I mean, look, the sweep would have been amazing. You know, you stole one. You know what I'm saying? You stole one.
They can steal 2.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Here's where it goes down.
Okay.
Hold on now, before you start tripping. Okay. Hugh Jackson made a statement on the podium last week.
What did he say?
He said that he come from a culture where losing is unacceptable, right? He used to win in 13, 14 games a season.
What?
Cincinnati Bengals. And he said he used to go into the playoffs every single year.
But he's not used to winning in the playoffs.
He didn't say that. But here's the thing. He said that, all this losing is not his style. It is unacceptable. He is done with it, right? He said we got a good team in the Cleveland Browns, except for the quarterback position, obviously. And it stops here, right? Okay. So we got a weak, hobbled, emotionally broken. I know Brandon Marshall trying his best to kind of, keep the team together, but they rolling in there all dysfunctional and whatnot. And I think Hugh Jackson and whatever magic he can cook up with the ingredients that he has, I think they're gonna steal this one at home. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing I will say. I'm picking the Jacks. But if this was a game to steal, this is the game from the Browns.
Absolutely.
Right here. You've got this whole dysfunction going on in New York, quarterback position. If you are going to steal one today, is the day.
Today is the day. I'm rolling with Hugh Jackson and the Cleveland Browns today. I know it sounds crazy, but they get their first win this deep in the season. They're going to get it today against they're going to prey on this New York Jets team. All right, there we go. Now, here's another rematch from earlier this season. The San Diego Chargers got one on the Denver Broncos earlier this year. I think they hung the first loss on the Denver Broncos this year. And now they play again a few weeks later, this time at Mile High, this time with revenge on their minds. But here's the difference, though, right? The San Diego Chargers got that win over the Denver Broncos when Trevor Siemian got injured, right? And then they had to bring in Paxton Lynch, the rookie, right? Ever since Trevor Siemian's been back, though, he ain't really been hit the same self. Everybody was praising him. He went so far without an interception, blah, blah, blah. The young guy is doing well. But after he came back from that injury, though, he ain't really been the same. Now, we're in another situation where we got a team in the Denver Broncos who ain't doing that well on the offensive side of the football. The running back, C.J. Anderson, is probably the brightest spot they got, even though they got some capable wide receivers.
And he's hurt.
He is. And they got capable wide receivers, but the quarterback is still questionable, right? Against a team like the San, who ain't great at pretty much nothing, right? But they do everything good, just not great. They can run the football, they can pass the football, they can score, they can stop offenses. They had a fourth down stance against the Atlanta Falcons last week. For goodness sake, you know what I mean? Listen, I know this is not going to be a popular pick, but I'm telling you, the San Diego Chargers pull the brooms out on the Denver Broncos in Mile High.
All right.
In Mile High.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are wrong, but that's interesting perspective.
I'm just letting you know.
Denver wins this game.
Okay. All right.
It's Denver.
Chargers win this game and put them one step close. I think they actually put them in second place. All right, so here's another. Now, see, honestly, here we go. Another situation in the Georgia Dome where you got the Green Bay Packers going. Now, the Chargers did a good job down there, and I'm giving them all the props, man. Green Bay, I just don't got enough faith in Green Bay to get this one done. I don't. You know what I mean? I know Atlanta's defense is atrocious. And Aaron Rodgers can,
light you up.
He can light you up, you know what I mean? But also, man, lately though, the offensive production ain't been there.
Right.
Right. So, and I can't completely go with the Green Bay defense, even though they ranked in the top 10. I don't feel like they deserve that.
Right. Well, this is the thing. I'm going to go Atlanta because Green Bay can be run on.
They can be run on, right? And Atlanta does that.
Atlanta runs the ball really well. And I don't see who they got to cover Julio.
They don't. You know what I'm saying? So
I gotta go Atlanta. Just for the sake of the matchup. The matchup is in favor of Atlanta. The matchup. And they're home.
Yeah, they're at home. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go against the grain. I know this might hurt me. I just can't bring myself to pick them. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I need them to lose again. 4-3 makes them 4-4. That put them at 500. Yeah, that solidifies the meltdown talk. I like it. Green Bay win by field goal. Green Bay win.
You are crazy. Well, this is good though because we have 4 games different.
Okay.
So that gives us some opportunity for me to just run away with the whole thing and leave you somewhere smoking.
Hold on though, because I'm winning right now.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, down by okay.
7
all right, cool. Well, this week we got. I might get 4 here. There you go. That's halfway there. All right, here's the main event of the evening. They stole our spot, but then again, we didn't deserve it, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? This is a better game to put in the primetime spot. I think people would have been complaining crazy, you know, if they were watching that Carolina game tonight. They would have been mad about it, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a good move. It's a premier marquee matchup. I mean, both of these teams are playing pretty good. You know, Dallas, though, you know, I just got a feeling, even though Dallas is at home, and that's one thing that may make me kind of go back to Dallas. Because right now, I think I want to say Philly gonna go in there and get it done on the strength of their defense. Put a little bit of pressure on Dak Prescott, because we've seen now, if you pressure him a little bit, which is really hard to do with this offensive line that they got, and it ain't no easy task. But if they can do it, they throw him off, and you know, then we start seeing the mistakes happen, and he started looking more like a rookie and all that kind of stuff. So you know, I think this game favors the Dallas Cowboys, but and especially them being at home, and that offensive line, and running game, and Dak Prescott, and Dez Bryant. I don't know, Dez Bryant might not be.
Well, he's coming to play today.
I'm saying, but he may not be like a good thing for the team right now.
He's a distraction. You got to cover him on the field. So for me, I think it's good. I'm going Dallas again. Running game, offensive line, safe quarterback.
Safe quarterback, yeah.
I got to go with them. Yeah. And I'm starting to see chinks in the Philly defense. Yeah. And I noticed that Wentz has had to play from behind a little bit, and it's rattled him, and he's starting to make mistakes.
But when you got your special teams putting up points, though, it's hard to beat you, boy. It's hard to beat you when you got your special teams. That makes you that it really does, you know, because them points that people ain't even thinking about. Right. And I don't know, man. They've done it 2 weeks in a row. But I don't know if this is a thing with Philly. You know, they run kicks back. I don't know if we can say that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Dallas on this one too. But I was rooting for Philly. I hope they can go in there and win it. But for a pick's sake, I think Dallas is the safer pick. And we'll give Dak and them one more, because you know what, they go ahead and win this one, and then the Tony Romo conversation heats up for real, because you know he about ready. And you know, and at first I really thought that the Cowboys would say, oh, Prescott and the team gel so well together, we're gonna have Tony Romo just chill. But now I realize that this is not really their decision. This is Tony Romo's decision, and Tony Romo is a selfish bastard, right?
This ain't Tony Romo's.
Well,
Jerry Jones.
Well, I think that he isn't, the ball is in Tony Romo's court, because he can say, no, boss, you know what I mean? Look at what's happening. Everything is great. I'm just gonna fall back, you know. Or he could be like, you know what? I don't care about no Dak Prescott. This is my team. You know what I'm saying?
No way. If they fall prey to that, then they're dumber than I really thought.
Oh man, but something gonna happen next week, and we're gonna see what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Anyway,
it needs to be Dak Prescott starting.
It do. And unfortunately, I don't think that's what it's going to be, though. Look, that's our show for this week, man. I thought it was pretty good. So, you know, we wrapped up the first half of the season. We know we got some action popping off today that's going to solidify a lot of that stuff. You guys can join us tomorrow night as we give you the results. So, you know, me and Vernie on Sunday morning, we set you up for it on Team Boy TV Live. Well, we zip it up for you, right? So, you know, it's been great. Again, to support people getting up super early in the morning to watch us. I definitely appreciate it. People, you know, to check us out on Facebook, and also my homies over there on YouTube. We definitely appreciate all the support y'all show the show. And again, I'm glad we brought the show back this year, because we didn't get to do this last year. But anyway, we got some
they'll follow you on.
Oh, on Twitter at TeamBoydTV, because I'll be tweeting. I can't promise I'm going to be tweeting in 4 o'clock games, because I might be asleep, but I'm just saying. but I would definitely be tweeting through the 1 o'clock games. I definitely will be doing that because my Panthers are playing, so I'll definitely be watching that.
And I'll be on there for AB73.
All right, that's gonna do it for week 8. You guys have been great, and we will catch y'all next week. Enjoy the games, and everybody have a good time. We'll see you guys. Peace.